My name is Serwaa. I'm a young female photographer with a brand name Serwaa Photography. I'm young and fabulous. Serwaa is a young female photographer. Let's say a professional female photographer in Ghana. Growing up, I can say I grew up from a photography family, which my dad is a photographer, my uncles are photographers. So I grew up in my dad's studio, known as Zoomex Photos. I had an experience of being a photographer already. Closing from school, trying to help my dad with passport pictures, trying to distribute pictures to others, because in those days they used to use film, which is 36 rolls. And when they take the picture, it's not like now that you can send it through phones and the others. So what you do is you have to pass through a dark room, then get the pictures from the photo lab, and then you write a name and I have to distribute them. That was my life, distributing frames, pictures, and all those stuff. Those who will not come and take it will put it on the board studio so that you know that your picture is there. So that's how my life has been. It has done a lot for us. My dad's studio has been an inspiration to me. So if you see me here today, thanks to my dad. I wouldn't say my identity of me being a Ghanaian influenced my photographs anyway, but I would say my photographs is the one that influence people to let people know I'm a Ghanaian or an African, because most of my stories are with the black children, and automatically having black people on your page will definitely let people know you're an African or a Ghanaian. And hyper-realism photography is a photography which tells stories. I'll also put it under a documentary way or a photojournalism in which you are bringing out your story. So to me, the reason for me taking that part is that most photographers are into events. Most photographers are doing birthday, photo shoots, and the others. And in this career, I feel like if you want to go more and you want to go far, you should be different. You should establish something that people don't have. You should tell a story in which people will not identify. They will really want to know what you are trying to tell. And in this way, I feel like we are selling Africa. I'm not the only one. Aboya does it, Bob Bezos does it. May he so rest in peace. And other photographers and it's really selling African and Ghana as a whole, more than the beauty shots and the weddings and the rest, because when you go to Europe, they are taking weddings and the rest. And hyper-realism art, it's not easy. As compared to someone who book you and you go, there's already decor and the other stuff. No. With the hyper-reactive art, sometimes you would have to get your models. You would have to, even if they are children, you would have to convince their parents to let them get into the act. Or sometimes you would have to pay a fee. Going to some environments like Jamestown, the beaches and things, you would have to pay a fee, which entails more. In which Ghana here, we don't really love art that much. So imagine me paying a fee to an environment, taking a picture, coming to doing my post-production, and at the end of the day, I'm not getting any money out of it. There's a lot that goes into it. But then getting it done as beautiful as an art, it's through post-production. That's the use of Adobe Capture One and Photoshop. That's what makes my pictures nice. The thing is that sometimes my environment, when I'm walking around, I really look at things. You understand? Because I deal with colors and the rest. So my environment is one. Secondly, when I come, I either sit down with someone and have a convo with a person. Charlie, I want to do this. So this be how we do. And then the person gives me an idea. Sometimes I take my phone and maybe I draw like something like a mood board. So before I go on set, I know what I want. I know what to achieve. And with the children, sometimes you can't shout on them or you can't tell them to do this. You would have to either surprise them with chocolate or something. So let the child know that after the shoot, he has something. So he or she brings out the happiness you want, you understand? Always let the children cheer up, and that's how I play with the environment and the subject I use. Being a female, sometimes before someone will book you, In Ghana, yes, someone books you or someone recommends you. So a recommendation is like someone putting you on. You get a gig and you go, and the person who is paying you or the person who is like giving your work doesn't even believe in you because you're a female. Until maybe you have the work done and it's like, hey, sorry for putting vernacular. You'll be like, hey, into your bapa na why you. So sometimes with the craft of being a female, it puts much fear into people. You understand? That's the difficulties we are facing now. Like there's much fear in people when they hand their work over to females to photograph their event or have them on exhibitions and things. And I mean, there's an experience I always get that I'm always happy. When I have exhibitions, it's always me being the female. And I'm so much grateful that when I put my work there and I look at the other men or guys, I'm like, there's no difference. And if people even see the way they're like, is he a lady? And with that, I'm so proud of myself. For me, every experience is a lesson to me, whether bad or good. Me going to places that even makeup artists disrespect me, and at the end of the day, they realize I'm the main photographer. I take it as an experience. And me going to places and I have to beg people to allow me to shoot, pay, and the rest. I feel like they are all experiences. It has shown me, first, I just stand up and go to a location thinking I can shoot there until someone tells me I have to pay money. With that, I've learned a lot that before I do every shoot, I need to go on a location scouting, go and ask them how much will they take me before bringing my model. So anytime I go on set, I settle fees when I go. So I mean, every experience is a lesson. I've not had enough money, but I'm okay. With my age and with how young I am, I'm so proud to God that I'm independent. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. But I've not had a lot of money. With my style of photography, it's very difficult. I'm not making it there, but I try to use the event part to sustain that side a little, trying to build myself out, trying to get my pictures on Billboard and magazine and the rest. I'm hoping that comes to pass though. I'm being real. Ghana, they only come and look at the pictures and they're like, you are good, then they go. That is, I'm not the only one facing it. Even those who do paint, those who do sculptures and the rest. In Ghana gallery, most of the gallery, when we get exhibitions, they don't really buy. They only come and say you do good, follow you and the rest. I think my social media is doing well for me because that's where I sometimes am able to sell my craft. You see a big exhibition like this, I can go on a big exhibition and at the end of the day, I don't sell anything. But I'm able to sell something on IG or TikTok, maybe in a digital format or something, you understand? But although putting me on an exhibition, for me, I really don't want to sell. I feel like it's also a platform for my professionality, for me to say something to others. So, I mean, in hand, it's okay. I wouldn't say I'm a brand ambassador, but what I would say is, for me, seeing my pictures on other exhibitions and other platforms and other apps, it means a lot to me because at the end of the day, it brings me it brings me more energy to do more. Yeah, even whether I get paid or not, to see your picture on Puzzle, it's not easy. That alone tells you to do more. So I mean, for me, every experience is a lesson. Yeah. Social media is where I do my everything. Social media is my I don't even know how to, that's where I communicate with people. That's where people know me. That's where I put my works. I mean, I do it positively. Yeah, everywhere. Whether TikTok, whether Facebook, whether Instagram, it's all about me. Serwaa Photography. So social media means a lot to me, and that's where I get more sales and more clients. Yeah, I think there are some projects I did which it has brought me, it has made me who I am today, and I'm so proud of myself. And I'll I'll be always proud of the Jamestown beach because that's where people see me more. I was there one day and I was like, let me go to the beach and start taking pictures, and that was me. And I'm so proud of myself. For now, there's one project I have in mind, which is Kente, and I want to start taking more of the Kente pictures. Yeah, and I want to do it in a way which is going to look different from others. It's not just wearing the Kente and standing in the studio and taking a picture. No, I want to get more than 100 people with a Kente and in one community, like getting a drone shot, getting them doing something with a Kente. Like, I just want to bring Ghana out, and I'm hoping for the best. I would say, one, the difference between me and a lot of photographers is because of my experiences, where I grew up, what I've been through, and what I'm doing now. Because there are a lot of people who come to me and I tell them where I grew up from. And I mean, they understand who they are now. They understand, like, you don't just stand up and buy an expensive photo camera. I let them know that you don't just stand up and buy an expensive camera. You have to start from somewhere. There are a lot of people who don't pass through people. They just start photography and they start working with people and expect the people to give them the money they have. You understand? As a young photographer, the aspect of you getting money should be out of your mind, especially when you're an upcoming photographer. So for me, being a different person from where I grew up from, you see, I grew up from a place that I'll work every day and they'll not give me a penny, and I'll still come to the shop. So for me to be who I am today, I started from somewhere and I am where I am today. So I have a lot of story to tell people. Even though it's photography, it's just like someone who is a movie actor who didn't have anything and today has something. Yeah. In the next 10 years, I'm just hoping to get a place of my own. That's a house who is going to be an office for me. My house is not just going to be a house that we are going to party. It's going to be a place where I'm going to have my studio class. It's going to be a place where I'm going to have my gallery. It's going to be a place where it's going to be Serwaa Photography. That's my dream. Like, I'm looking to Edikine Studios. My advice to young photographers and the youth is that always make your situation a solution. You understand? Some of us, we are not coming from the best place, but today we are sitting at the best place. You understand? I'm coming from a broken house. I'm coming from a place that it was only photography that was paying my fees. It was only photography that was giving me transport here. But today, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do for myself. And also, I'll advise the young ones to use social media in a positive way. That is my advice. Because social media has made me who I am today. Social media has made me meet people who I've never dreamt to meet before. You understand? And to me, I'm a female, so I always go with women empowerment. I feel like the women are going to the male sectors a little. In the female sector, they all want to be nurses. For me, my advice is that most females should be engineers, camera operators, directors, studio managers, and the rest. That is my advice, because there are more room for them. Thank you. First, I'll thank my family. Secondly, I also have families who are like friends to me, like more like friends to me. Sweetheart, Jennifer, Jeffrey, like Dennis, Lawrence, they are more like blood to me. And a sister, Belle, like she's been a lot for me. She's been investing in me. Maybe you might not know, I have someone who has been investing in me. And also a bigger thanks to everybody who look up to me and everybody who supports me. And a bigger thanks to the Ghanaian photographers, Focus and Blair, K Photography, like a lot of photographers who repost my work and also helps me a lot. Thank you very much. My social media platform, whether Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, is Serwaa Photography everywhere. If you enter Serwaa Photography and it's not my username, it will still pop up. So it's either going to be my username or I don't know. It's Serwaa Photography. That's up.